Okay guys, welcome back. Welcome back.
This is so cringe, I'm so sorry.
This is a follow-up to my video titled Productive Day in the Life of Unemployed Graduate. So you know what, I thought I'd be super original and have a part 2. I'm gonna have a productive week in the life of Unemployed Graduate. I know, so original. Tell me about it. But I'm gonna have a little twist. Instead of all the little things I did throughout each day, I'm just gonna do it through daily highlights. This is something I thought about when I read a book called Make Time. The daily highlight doesn't have to be the most productive thing of that day. It could be literally the most meaningful, or it could be like chilling out with your friends, or it could be going to this meetup, or like blah blah blah. Right, as part 1 I had too much of my cat in it, part 2 will also have too much of my cat in it. Can't say hello. Also, I thought it would be different, I guess, to go from Thursday to Wednesday, so yeah, you're welcome. So Thursday 28th. The main thing here is the Cashflow 202, which is, what is Cashflow? Okay, then I proceed to go on for the next like 10 minutes talking about the fucking Cashflow game. I understand no one really wants to hear it, so here's like a quick description. This Cashflow meetup is basically a monthly event where everybody kind of comes together and plays this board game, which was created by a guy who wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad. Okay, quickly explain the aim of the actual board game is simply to get out of the rat race by having your passive income to be higher than your expenses by basically doing random deals. In essence, that board game's supposed to kind of simulate real life, completely just simplify it down, and then so that you can kind of like experiment with different things in the game, so you won't have to do them in real life. And then through playing it multiple times, you kind of like get a sense of what's going on. And what I quite like about it, each kind of like game is different, like certain things happen, others don't, and then you learn a lot every time you play, which is always really cool. Okay, this time what I learned is stocks is a zero-sum game. So for example, for somebody to win big, a lot of people have to lose as well. So money is literally never made, it's literally just moved and transferred. But the main thing of the meetups is not the actual game itself, it's more of the network and the kind of the social aspect of it. And before this kind of lockdown happened, there was like in-person meetups and everyone kind of gets to speak. But since that, it kind of progressed to Zoom, which is, I guess, goes pros and cons. But the cool thing about Zoom is you get to see people from like all around the world, and yeah, everyone has like very different kind of unique stories, and then like how they get out of the rat race, I guess. Some people are right at the very start of the journey, some people are completely like out of it, and shout out to the guys who kind of run it, especially Phil, who actually created the whole thing, so like absolute legend. So Monday the 29th, recently I've invested into PTYA, which is Part-Time YouTuber Academy. So PTYA is for someone who's strongly thinking about starting YouTube, or somebody who's already slightly more or less advanced and wants to simplify down the systems and make the whole process a lot more streamlined. It's run by a guy called Ali Abdullah and his team, and he decided to host like a little pizza night, which is about like 40 to 50 people just coming together who kind of done this course or who are new to it as well. This was quite a cool opportunity because I'm in on cohort 4, which at the time when I had the event, the cohort hasn't even started. So it was really cool just to meet everybody. Going to London was incredibly exciting. I haven't been to London maybe over a year. So yeah, it was incredibly exciting just to go there again. And here's what I wrote. So direct quote: London is sick, the vibe, the pace, just everything. I'll move here. How is something still to be figured out, but this will happen next year. Yeah, it's kind of cringe, but you know, like your boy's manifesting, so I mean, we'll see what happens. Going to the event, I felt I had like a bit of an imposter syndrome. I felt like everybody who would go to this event will have like loads of subscribers, they'd be just crushing it when it comes to YouTube, when it comes to loads of different things. And I was like, yeah, I was like, I'm gonna be this Yarrick who's got like 2 subscribers and has no idea what they're doing. Also, when I was about 10 minutes away from the event, this thought crossed my mind. I was like, how about I just turn around and go back? Like, this is kind of funny looking back at it, but yeah, just something to thought about. And after coming to the event, I met like a lot of people. This imposter syndrome kind of like went away because a lot of people there from cohort 4, so a lot of people were in exactly the same boat, whether they haven't even created a YouTube channel or they had couple of videos in, like a lot of people were more advanced. But yeah, it was incredible just to see the diversity of different background stories, of different kind of reasons why I want to do a YouTube channel. And yeah, it was really nice to talk to everybody. Yeah, and then a lot of people were into like a lot of similar stuff as me. So a lot of people kind of practiced, or at least heard of like Wim Hof method. Everyone was more or less into crypto. A lot of people doing startups, like even musicians. It was incredibly cool.
I don't know why I made it sound like everyone's into it. Not really. It's just like the people I spoke, a few people are actually into the same stuff, which kind of makes sense because those kind of trends are very like famous on YouTube. So it's just everyone's kind of like drinking from the same same river, is that saying?
At one point I met Ali, which was, I don't know, kind of odd, because you see these kind of like individuals online and then they help you so much through like all sorts of different stuff, and then kind of like share incredibly like useful content, and then meeting in real life is like kind of surreal. I'm like, oh, like you're a real person, which is, I don't know, just kind of odd. Oh my god, cat, mate. What are you doing? Yeah, after speaking to him, it was incredibly like down to earth, chill guy. Any questions anyone had, he was more than happy to answer. It was just incredibly helpful. He was also a lot taller than I thought he would be, which is, so if I'm like 6'1", he was like around my height, maybe a bit taller, I don't know. Altogether, the event was just incredible. I'm very grateful that I had the chance to purchase this course. Also, there was vegan pizza, which was absolutely sick. So we ended up taking like a group photo. I was like, yeah, I'm kind of tall. Let me stand at the back. Here's the photo. And can you tell where I am? You know what? I'll give 2 Dogecoin. Somebody guesses where I am. Cool. This guy right here. For me to send you Dogecoin, just send me your long card number, your mother's maiden name, and your expiry date of the card.
That's a joke. Relax.
Okay. Saturday the 30th. Okay, so again, I didn't film a lot here. It was a bit annoying. So the main thing here was to record a video, record a few of them, but I don't know, I just wasn't really feeling it. Like, you know, I kind of sat down, filmed the video, felt a bit too nervous. Didn't really like the way I came across. So I'm like, you know what, fuck it, whatever. Another thing will happen, which was quite cool. I got to see Jack, who's one of my closest friends from, I knew him ever since I came to England. He's one of my first friends in UK. I met him, I met Paulina, which is Jack's girlfriend. And then I met LJ as well. All of us went to this like random shopping park. Here you go, it's a shopping park. Went on like a Sunday afternoon, so it was like incredibly busy. Unfortunately, didn't take too much footage. But here's a video of Jack trying like a noodle dish for the first time. He didn't like it. Bless him.
Also, Jack's got to start the really sick YouTube channel, which he hasn't just yet. So yeah, Jack, I'm calling you out, mate. I'm calling you out.
Okay, so Thursday rolls around. The main thing here is went to Coventry to go see Mariana. So it was Halloween, so she was having a little Halloween party. If you can guess who we are, I'll put a picture. If you can guess it, comment it down below. I'll give you 2 Dogecoin. Just let me know your long card number, your expiry date, and your mother's maiden name. So that'll be great.
I know, I'm hilarious.
Okay, so Monday 1st rolls around. There's 2 things that kind of happened. I went for like a fat run to the park. There's this park in Coventry, well just outside of Coventry, called Memorial Park, which is just really nice. And during COVID, I used to go for runs there and do some pull-ups. I met this guy called Douglas. So shout out to Douglas. He was doing some pull-ups as well at the pull-up bars. Yeah, we spoke about random stuff. That's about it. Second biggest thing was the PTYA first live session. Dude, no, you're not fucking around twice. Okay. And I was incredibly excited for the event since going to the meetup on Friday. Well, even more excited than I already was. We talk about, again, the structure of the course, exactly what's going to be happening. We learned a bit of, again, how to succeed on YouTube, which is, spoiler alert, make good quality content which people want to watch consistently over a long period of time. Yeah. Here you go. You're welcome. Okay, Tuesday the 2nd. Again, it was relatively like slightly lazy day. In the morning, I was doing some job applications, etc. And in the afternoon was the PTYA session, but this time was hosted by Elizabeth. Again, this was an incredibly good session as far as I can remember. It was to do with why you're afraid of making your first YouTube video, and exactly just thinking about what you're afraid of, like how can you overcome that, etc. But yeah, and then one of the main things, like after you post the first video, all these kind of concerns and thoughts literally just vanish. And then now you face the next challenge, which is just to post consistently over and over again. Right, here's a necessary amount of my cat in the video. He's a bit annoyed. And winter rolls around. So again, the main thing here, Mariana and I went to Birmingham, which is not too far away from Coventry, if you didn't know. Fun fact. Went to this vegan place, which is quite nice. Here's a picture. Again, I didn't take a lot of videos. Sorry, bad YouTuber, I know. But here's a picture of Mariana. This was after she realised the food was there actually good. we had like a little argument saying like that she didn't like the food there, and then we wanted to go somewhere else. But I ended up staying there, and then she really liked the food, which was just great.
Yeah, I know. Sick storytelling. Tell me about it.
Cool. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to see a video of exactly why I started YouTube, I'll link it right here.